Gather round, everyone, and hear again the tale of Drakfu. Welcome back, everybody. Happy Monday, and welcome back to the tale of Drakfu as we continue our quest in Pandaria. So, last time, we actually followed Chen for a little bit until we got to Mudmug's place, where he actually decided to go off on his own to go visit the Storm Stout family in the area. It didn't really work out so well, and now he's resolved to show that he actually is a fine brewmaster, and has headed off to Half Hill to start on that process. So, this is where we ended, that's where we will begin. So let's go ahead and make our way to Half Hill. Thankfully, it's not too far off, as you guys already know. Half Hill is just right over that ridge, but we also do have some other quests to pick up in the meantime, which will be important along the way. But before we actually go up to Half Hill, let's actually go to where Clever Ashio was. Because everyone, if you remember, we actually came across Clever Ashio in this immediate village. So let's go ahead and help him out really quick before we head over to Half Hill, and then we'll start things up with Chen. But I believe that the quests that involve Chen don't necessarily involve this village. So let's go ahead and talk to Clever Ashio, who is here.
Do you hear the river's song?
Where have I seen you before? I was down the road.
Never
Ashio's vision. Have a look at that. Ashio motions at the massive waterfall to the north. This must be the water supply for the whole valley. Think about it, Drakfu. The Pandaren use this water to grow vegetables the size of a house. Where could it come from? What is so special about it? The elders among my people know a technique for speaking with the water and divining the future. Perhaps this same technique can provide insight into the water's source. It is worth a shot, at least.
Farewell.
Okay. Then we also have a quest from Jan.
Greetings, wanderer.
Bottle toads. I'm sorry. It's early in the morning. You're gonna have to get used to this. Have you heard about the crisis we're having at the pools? Toads have moved in and are spawning like crazy. It's become a real problem for the lotus farmers. Coincidentally, I make a jam out of gelatinous toast spawn. I call it bottle toads, and it's a big hit with the kids around here. Can't keep any in stock. If you're heading to the pools, you'd be doing everyone a favor by, liberating some of those toad eggs into this bottle for me. Just look for bubbles and scoop right in.
Jade serpent.
Okay, that is okay. Now we also have one from Gladecaster
What
Lang.
do you need?
Watery woes. I love fishing. I'd be enjoying myself much more. I love fishing. I'd be enjoying myself much more. However, if I had my bait and my lures, they were thrown away in a misunderstanding with my wife, Rin. Gladecaster Lang sighs. Should I let a whole day of fishing be ruined just because of a little domestic squabble? No. All I need is bugs and feathers. After all, and this glade is filled with those two things. Care to help a fisherman out?
Goodbye.
Sure. Get some glade glimmers and some spindly blood feathers. Okay, so all we gotta do is go all the way up here for Clever Ashio. Ah, dang it. Somebody found some ghost iron before I could get to it. No! But before that, we also have one from Zhang Yu.
Oh, hello.
Hello there, monk. We cultivate and harvest the finest lotus flowers in all of Pandaria. From here, they are sent down to the village of New Sephira, where they are sorted and shipped all over the land. The lotus has countless culinary, medicinal, and decorative applications. As you can imagine, demand is quite high. So snap judgment. The pools are very special. They nurture life like nothing else in Pandaria. Unfortunately, this means they draw all kinds of attention from local fauna. Recently, dragon turtles have discovered that toad spawn pools are common on the tier just above us. They're running wild up there, trampling the lotuses and snapping at my workers. They aren't much of a threat on their own, but in groups they can be very nasty. Please, if you can spare your strength, help clear them out.
Farewell.
Okay. Now, first of all, let's go ahead and talk to Clever Ashio, because he wants to see if he can get a vision on the origins from that waterfall. So let's go ahead and do that. This seems like a good spot to consult the water. Go ahead and speak with the water, Ashio.
Go with the waters.
I've only done this once before. Hopefully this works. Okay. That's not good. Jinyu and their crazy rituals. Yes, there's farmers all around. What? What is this place? It is beautiful, but something is not right. Okay. Could it be? Can the Jinyu really tap into the water's power that easily? I know what your friend has seen, Drakfu. He will need to rest for now. Come speak with me. Okay, so this actually continues the quest line. So let's go ahead and talk to... Oh, wait, she actually says something new. So let's talk to her. I've never seen anyone get a vision from these waters so easily. Then again, I can't remember the last time a Jinyu came to visit us and then stuck his face in the water. Ah, Ashio's vision. I can't believe he was able to see that with a stick. Perhaps there is more to crazy Jinyu rituals than we thought. The Golden Dream. Ashio must have experienced what we call the Golden Dream. Many of us working here have seen it too. Often after a long day of toiling in the pools, it is said this vision and the feeling of elation it brings is a reward to the mind for working the body. There is an easier way though. We rarely resort to it anymore. A tea can be brewed using lotus root and dream leaf, which grows around the shrine on the upper tier. Bring the dream leaf to Jan back in town, and he can brew the tea for you.
May your days bring you joy.
So now we have a bunch of stuff to go and grab, including some, so we need toad eggs, we need glade glimmers, we need spiny blood feathers, sprig of dream leaf, razorback snappers need to die. Let's go ahead and start up with a questing break. Go! Okay, so I came across this big guy, Krosh, and he actually does give you an additional quest called Guess Who's Back. This dragon turtle's massive shell is rock hard and covered in sharp ridges. One of the locals could almost certainly make use of it. Okay, so now that we have that, let's go ahead and resume the questing break. Go! Okay, now that we've gotten that done, not everything we can get done here. Unfortunately, the Glade Glimmers actually has to be done in this water area, but we will have a half-hill quest that goes into that area too, so we're not necessarily worried.
Tell me of
Let's go and talk to Zheng. Snap Judgment. You have my gratitude, Drakfu. Please take this as a token of my appreciation. Okay, so we have a new pair of wrists. And now we need to make our way back down to the lower tier of New Sephira, where we can turn in these remaining quests. That should finish up New Sephira, which unfortunately we don't get a chapter for. It's pretty much tied into all of Half Hill. Or in this case, when you guys see it, it'll be Chen's masterpiece, because all of Half Hill is pretty much that. Let's go ahead and talk to Jan.
Hello.
So, the Golden Dream. Yes, did you need something? Yes. Ah, Dream Leaf. So you want to see the Golden Dream, do you? You want to see the Golden Dream, do you? Come to think of it, I haven't seen the dream in years. Not since I was a cub spending long hours playing in the pools. Long before I took up the culinary arts. Looks like you brought enough Dream Leaf for 2 cups of tea. So why not? Here's to better days.
May the mists...
Alright, so you actually can get a little bit of a cutscene here. Ooh. Ah. I know it doesn't look like much right now, but yeah. Now, what this is actually showing you is the Vale of Eternal Blossoms. This used to be the endgame zone for Pandaria, and it used to be much more pristine than this, but unfortunately, due to phasing, I can't show you that. And the reason I say because of phasing is because now, as of patch 5.3 or 5.4, when the Siege of Orgrimmar happened, unfortunately, that meant that the land was forever scarred. I really wish I could actually take myself back to the phasing. It's kind of like the same thing with the Jade Serpent statue. I wish I could take myself back to the phasing where the statue was in existence. The same thing with the... Shut up, Chief. It's one of those things where I really wish I could take the phasing back to the pristine Vale of Eternal Blossoms that people might remember. So, there you go. That's what. That's the vision that we got, which was what people see in the Golden Dream. It just so happens that the waterfall actually leads into, or comes from, the Vale of Eternal Blossoms.
Welcome.
So let's go ahead and turn this one into bottle toads. Now when the kids ask, do you have bottle toads? I can say yes. Yes, you can. Okay, and then guess who's back? My, now look at this. What a beautiful shell. You were wise to bring this to me, my friend. It will make a fantastic serving platter. Please, take this for your troubles. Okay, so now that we have that, let's go ahead and head over to Half Hill. We are officially done. Well, not necessarily done with everything, but this, because we also will do some questing in the Silken Fields. We will get a lead up into that, though, so I'm not necessarily worried about it. Let's head over to the Half Hill Market. Not too far in, and also, we do have a quest right here, so we'll go ahead and grab that on the way. I believe that's the lead into the Silken Fields. But let's double check. So this is Ben of the Booming Voice.
Hello.
Let's see. Are you looking to hear a secret about where to fish? So no fishing pole necessary. You don't even need to equip a fishing pole here in Pandaria. The waters are teeming with fish. You'll catch one pretty much every time. As long as you are paying attention, give it a go. So you need to catch 5 golden carp. This is a fishing quest. I'm not picking it up. And the main reason I'm not is because I don't have fishing. Well, I technically do, but I'm not doing it. In fact, I really should drop fishing, because I don't want to get fishing quests. So here we are in Half Hill Market. Yay, we are here. But first of all, grab the flight path, and here is Chen Storm Stout.
Is trouble brewing?
Chen's resolution. Let's make some beer.
I
Yes.
travel well.
Okay, so
First
we should have a...
things first.
Oh,
We're going to need some sweet malts.
You can find your malts at the granary, I reckon.
Mug.
I'm here to help with that fancy beer you was talking about.
Glad to have you. We will be making a stout. Can you get a few barrels of water?
Get her done.
Lily, you get the malts. I will research the local brews. We'll meet back here.
Research. Sure.
It is the Wanderer's way.
that's funny. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk to Chen and see what he wants us to do.
Have a
My
drink.
My family left mainland Pandaria to explore the world on the back of the Wandering Isle. That was many generations ago, but I have learned that there are other storm stouts here on Pandaria. My long-lost family. What are they like? Do they still brew as I do? Are they adventurers like you and I? So, we are technically going to be doing all of this, if you hadn't guessed. Hop hunting. While with Lily fetching grain and Mudmug handling our water, all we need is hops and some good wood barrels. I'll handle the barrels, but I need you to gather the hops. I don't know much about the hops from this land, but I'm sure the nearby farmers have something worth brewing with. Go see what you can rustle up.
Come back with some
Okay? And then Lily and the grain. I'll let you in on my brewing plan, Drakfu. I'm planning on making an Emperor Stout. Done right, it should be dark, roasty, and high in alcohol. A frown appears on Chen's face. I just realized I never told my plans to Lily. She'll have no idea what type of grain to bring back. Could you speak with her? I need her to bring back the sweetest malted grains she can find.
May your journey be long.
Then doesn't hold water. Would you mind checking in on Mudbug? He may need some assistance bringing that water back. I'm sure he'll appreciate the help of a big, strong monk like yourself to help him shoulder the load. Okay, so now we have all that. Oh, and we keep on running into people who are servants of the Black Prince. Wonder what that means. Okay, and then the next quest we have is Stonecarver
Tell
Mac.
me of your travels.
Children of the Water. We are all children of the water here in the Valley of the Four Winds. It nourishes us, it grows our vegetables, it brings us life. Some creatures, however, drink too deeply from the water. They grow too large and must be eliminated before they cause havoc to those around them. I am but a simple stone carver. You, on the other hand. So we need to slay Krakor, Thundergill, and
Jade
Succula. Okay, so now we have all of this. Oh, I can't remember... Is it actually in Half Hill that I get the lead into the Silken Fields? It might not be. But I do need to do that too. Now, I'm just going to show this really quick, but we're not going to really do anything with it. Oh, actually, can we turn this in? We can turn this in with Sun Shen Iron Paw, so
Welcome.
let's do that. Everything I know about cooking. You have a letter for me? Yeah, yes, I do. My, that's so thoughtful. I love hearing from my old students. Okay. This isn't going to matter too much, but the Iron Paw tokens actually were how you got recipes back in the day. But I want to showcase this really quick because we're not really going to do anything with it. This is the Sunsong Ranch. This is actually the farm that you would get given. It was one of the endgame tasks of Pandaria. You actually had to maintain this farm. You had to grow stuff. That was how you got your vegetables and your fruit for cooking in this. Like I said, we're not really going to do anything with it because it's more of an end game deal. But yeah, what you would do also is not only clear up the farm and get it proper so that it could be used, but you'd also be working with Farmer Yoon, who actually came from a city. We don't know really where. Came from a city. I believe they might have said Don's Blossom. I don't think they did. But he came from a city to inherit his father's farm. And unfortunately, none of the locals like him. So part of that whole deal was also to help him befriend some of the local farms of Pandaria, which you can see off in the distance. So you can actually get their reputation, and eventually, once you built all that up, everything would unlock. All the recipes that you could eventually get would unlock. We're not going to worry too much about that because, again, it's more of an end game task than anything else, and we're not doing cooking, so it's not really necessary for us to know that. Let's go ahead and get things started. I know that there's a quest for the Silken Fields. Maybe we'll just head over and see if we can get the quest, and we'll start there. But let's see. So as you can see, we have lots of stuff to do in the immediate area for Half Hill. So this is going to take us quite a while, and you know what? We don't mind that, because anything that takes some extra little bit of XP, even though I'm horribly overburdened with XP, I mean, for crying out loud, I'm 92 right now. You guys might want that, and might want a good questing experience out of it. Okay, so here we go. Here's the quests that we can get for the Silken Fields from Silkmaster Sai.
What wisdom do you seek?
So probably when we were bringing Lily over, that would have been the time to get this. Greetings, stranger. I am Silkmaster Sai. Welcome to the ancient Imperial Silk Farm. This farm dates back to some of the earliest dynasties of Pandaria, and each generation exceeds the last in quality of silk. So where silk comes from? Would you like to be a silk master for a day? The first thing you'll need are fresh mulberry leaves. You can find them in our grove of mulberry bushes to the northwest. Next, you will need to feed them to a hungry silkworm in our feeding pit to the west. And finally, you should get some raw silk from our processing hut on the south side of our farm. Have fun!
May you find mastery
Okay.
in your passions.
Okay, so we have that, but first of all, I'm also going to take care of this, because this is another big quest from Journeyman Chu.
Greetings, Wanderer.
The Moth Rebellion. Oh good, a monk. Could you help me? I created a strain of vile monsters during my experiments to improve silk output. The result was a full-scale Moth Rebellion. Can you use your monkiness and destroy some of these mutants?
There is
Sure, we can take care of your moth problem. But first, let's go ahead and take care of the stuff that we already do need, which is easy enough to get. So first of all, mulberries. So we need some mulberry leaves, and then we need to get some raw silk and feed it all to a silkworm. Let's see. So here's a hungry silkworm. Oh, here we go. So there's one fed. So here's basically the best way to be able to get this quest done. Is just come down here and feed them. Oh, yeah, target needs to be in front of me. There we go. So 2, 3, 4, 5. This should be 5. There we go. And now we just need some raw silk, which can be gotten from the processing hut. I said got for the other. There we go. Okay. So now that we have that, let's go ahead and turn this in, and I think that's pretty much it for Sai.
You have the eyes of one who has traveled much.
Where silk comes from. Have you found all of the items? Did you pay close attention to our process? Yes, I did. Superb specimens. I will see to it they find their way to the right place. Please enjoy this as a free sample. Oh, cool. And we actually did get a cloak, which we didn't have an upgrade for yet.
Life is to be savored.
Crap, where is it? There it is. Okay, so for the next task, we need to take care of this Moth Rebellion. So, let's go ahead and do another questing break. Go! Okay, now that we've gotten all the moths taken care of, let's turn this in with Journeyman Chu.
Tell me of your travels.
It seems like there's not quite as many corrupted moths out there. At the very least, you brought me some more time before I can get in big trouble.
Next one is
Yes,
on me.
and now we have Master Go. Mothless. The esteemed Journeyman Chu would appear to have created a monster. It is Silken Death with wings, Mothless. You have already faced its brood. Now we ask that you help us face the creature itself. Please, monk, venture into the pit and rifle the bait. This will bring the beast to you. Our moth fighters will assist you as you need, though silk tends to stick to them more than most, so you may need to help them, should they become overwhelmed.
Jade Serpent.
Okay, so let's go ahead and ruffle the mothless bait. And that should bring... Oh no! Giant moth! Really, they should have just said Mothra, but I know why they didn't. Because that would be a copyright. There it is! Get ready! Are you sure? Are you sure? That might not necessarily be it. Alright, Fist of Fury! Oh. I forgot. He actually will go back up into the air. Okay, let's just go ahead and free them. There we go. Bait and kill Mothless. Well, now that we've taken care of that, let's go ahead and turn this in with Master Go.
Hello.
We are pursuing perfection in our art and in ourselves. Along the way, many mistakes will be made. I'm sure by tomorrow this field will be swimming with more mistakes. Still, we thank you for your help. Thanks?
May the mists...
I'm glad you're happy? Yeah, not sure. Okay, so the next thing that we need to take care of is now we can start helping out with the brew. We need to make the Emperor's Brew. Or no, Emperor's Stout is what they're going to do. So first of all, let's go check in on... Should we do Lily or should we do Mugbug? Let's do Lily first, because Lily's is kind of complicated. Just because it's a walking aggro farm. So all you have to do is come down to the Plain of Thieves, to the Imperial Granary. And we should come across Lily in the next little bit, but oh no, it's overrun by sprites. Oh no!
Hey!
So, Drakfu, what are you doing here? So, Uncle Chen wants sweet malts. No problem, let's get to the taste testing. Alright, taste test. As long as you're here, you might as well help me out. I'm feeling pretty darn unqualified for the task, seeing as I've never drank a drop of beer in my life. You should try a little sample of each of their grains. Let's see if any of this stuff is sweet enough for Uncle Chen.
All right,
Okay.
let's go.
Then Grainer Pan
Slow down.
already has another quest. Out of Sprite. Oh no! They're out of Sprite! What will LeBron do? Oh, I'm kidding. Just to be clear, what happened was an accident. What I did for industry. There was no way I could have known that a Sprite invasion would happen at any time, or that any of them would try to eat my new Pan's Miracle Grow formula. Oh, Jiminy Christmas. Now not only do they have a big Sprite leading them, but he's one angry beast. If I pay you, will you take him out? So we need to take care of Cornan, the Barley Barbarian.
Until next time.
Shut up, Chief. People might not be sure what's actually happening there. There's actually a world boss in the Valley of the Four Winds. We're not going to take him out, so don't worry. Then we also have Grain Lord Kai.
Welcome.
We little shenanigans. So, we bought some cheap grains in bulk. It turns out the grain was infested with sprites. I hate sprites, with their wee beady eyes and constant smiling. And I would like to resolve this quietly. Can I buy your services to discreetly eliminate some of these grain thieves?
There is no hurry.
Why, sure. Okay, so we have grain to gather, we have sprites to kill, and we have to take care of Cornan. So, questing break, go! Alright, we've sampled all the grain, we've taken care of the tricky misers, now it's time for Cornan. Are we all ready for Cornan the Barbarian? Or the Barley Barbarian? So here he is. Now, I think somebody actually did try to teach me that I think Conan is... It's obviously either a Conan reference, or there's actually some people saying that it's a Conan O'Brien reference. I see the Conan reference, I just don't see the Conan O'Brien. So maybe you'll need to clarify that in the comments below. But let's go ahead and do this. Grainer Pan. Now that that's over, I have some ideas on how to make a new concoction. We'll see. Thank you for your help. Here's your reward. That's not enough!
Enough of that.
Okay, so Grain Lord Kai. Thank you for your help, stranger. Hopefully we can deal with the rest of on our own from here. See, nope, not really an improvement.
Next one is on me.
And then Lily.
Uh-huh.
Huh, I guess none of that grain is going to work. Uncle Chen is pretty picky. Maybe the Grain Lord knows where we can find something more special. Okay.
Why is
So
all
Grain
of your
Lord Kai.
brewing so bland?
Yeah, so there was a time when my father would spend days in the jungle. Oh,
The grain we gather needs to be in large quantities for the brewery. But I may know of a grain that would suit your needs.
okay, let's go ahead and talk to him
Your
now.
Travels.
There was a time when my father would spend days in the jungle hunting for the perfect cave barley. It was very dangerous, and something I can't bring myself to do. Not worth it. Storm Stout only pays for quantity, not quality. So the quest for better barley. Looking for sweet grain? My father once mentioned a malted cave barley. That sounds about right. It will, if you are willing to brave the peril. There is an ancient cave at the base of the Wind's Edge south of here. There is even an old lift my father made when he would travel into the jungle. In the cave is a bush as old as my family. From that bush you can pluck a grain so sweet it will humble your senses. Just watch out for its guardians.
May the mist protect you.
And then grain recovery. Since you are heading south, can you try to recover some of the grain that these thieves made off with? We saw birds and sprites running off with entire bags of our best bulk stock into the fields east and south of here.
Next one.
Sure,
is
we can
on
take
me.
care of that for you. So first of all, oh no, don't give me the ice hoof. It never looks like I'm going anywhere. Okay, so we just need to go to the south of here. We'll take care of the barley first, and then we'll take care of the Plain of Thieves. But thankfully, we can actually take care of some of the stuff on the way. All you have to do is just grab these bags. If you happen to be aggroed by birds or sprites, then that's kind of your problem. But I'm smart, and I'm not going to get caught. That's at least the hope. Okay. Oh, it's actually across the river, so... Oh no! I got caught by an iserly thief. What on earth will I ever do? I can't believe I got caught. I don't really care. There we go. Maybe we'll take care of this on the way. Who knows? Oh, and look, there's a 110 mage out here, because that is the arcane artifact. Somebody's being busy today. The Yangtze River! So all we have to do is cross this area, and we can find the lift. And actually, I was going to actually do a questing break for the bags, but now there's really no need. Because we only have 2 left. So, let's go ahead and... Oh, is this the station? No, that's the station, right here. So, here we go. Here's what you do. So, Shy Cliff Watcher, you don't care. Warning, assembly coming soon. Use rope if you dare. Okay, so all you have to do is just use the rope to go back down into the Krasarang Wilds. Shh, we were never here. Okay, so all you have to do at this point is it puts us really close to the cave. In fact, so close that it's right here. Just come in here and grab some barley. There we go. And no, it summoned a guardian! Oh no, it's a cave horror! I'll admit, this is actually one of the cooler designs that I think came out of Pandaria, was these new elemental guardians. They look pretty cool. Alright, so back to the rope. Thankfully, we don't need to worry about, like, going to the nearest flight path or anything. All you have to do is use the rope again, and you can just scale it again. Fairly easy. Oh, and since I forgot to say about it, say it before, happy Monday, everybody. I hope everybody's having a good week so far. For me, it's been a little bit of a frustrating weekend. We've been having internet problems left and right, and so that's why a lot of my uploads for both my channel as well as Drak and Shadow have been late. Just trying to compensate for that, and it's been a pain in the butt. But thankfully it's over, because obviously I'm recording this with you guys. If not, I would probably not be recording. I'd be waiting until it was fixed. There we go. So 7 out of 8. And is this one I can use? Nope. But there was one over here. Yep. I don't care that I just got this guy. Because he is just so difficult for me, right? Alright, so now that we have all of this stuff taken care of, let's go ahead and turn all this in with Grain Lord Kai. Oh, and Lily.
Hello.
So, grain recovery. Between birds and sprites, we are never going to meet our quota to the Stormstar Brewery. Here we go. Why, thank you very much, stranger. This has not been a good day, but you certainly have helped us make it better. Please, take this. You've earned it. That's not enough!
Jade Serpent.
Alright, so Lily. The quest for better barley. That jungle sounds spooky. And you didn't go with us, you coward. Now this smells like the right stuff. Okay, so we get a brand new belt, but it's not worth it. The Chen taste test. Uncle Chen is going to love this. Or he might tell us to find something sweeter. He's kind of dumb like that. Let's get this grain back to him at Half Hill. Okay, so...
Oh. Uncle Chen at Half Hill. Race you there.
Okay, so now that we've gotten the task done with Lily, let's head back over to Chen to at least taste test the barley we have found. If it's not good enough, I don't know what we're gonna do. Okay, so here we are at Half Hill. Let's go ahead and turn this in. And here is Chen. Hi, Chen.
You seem a little parched.
Ah, now these are some beautifully malted grains. The two of you will have a good eye and nose. Okay. So now we've got that. And as you can see, we have the grain basket right behind Lily. Now we need to go find Mugmug, and Mugmug was working on water, if you remember correctly. He needs lots and lots of water. Thankfully, he's not too far off. No, that's the fishing quest. I have to remind myself it's a freaking fishing quest. I don't want the fishing quest. Okay, so all we have to do is go a little further north, and then we will come across Mugmug, but also, I believe there's an additional quest out here. I might have actually gotten it already. That might be why. Okay.
Well, hello,
so Mugmug
neighbor.
doesn't hold water. Drakfu, you here to help out? That's mighty swell of you. The Great Water Hunt. Look at it, Drakfu. The Gilded Fan. I heard lots of these good things about the water they got here. Lots of bad things, too. No saying what kind of water Chen's gonna be needing, so what say we make him a little sample platter? Come on, let's get moving. We'll go scoop up some water together.
Yep.
Okay, so basically what you do is, I'm ready to go, Mugmug,
So long, Dan.
and we're gonna grab water from everywhere. Let's head out.
Pools of water. That'll be the good stuff.
So we're just gonna sample different types of water, just to give Chen
This
the
water
right
looks
stuff.
pretty good over here.
I'm glad you're satisfied, Mugmug. Okay, so you come over here.
Something's a little funny about this here water. Ouch!
Yeah, I'm gonna focus on this quest because it's actually got some
Looks
silly
like he's
moments
got a
here.
little bit of that water stuck in his gills. I'll just scoop some of this up.
Ew. Okay, so we can grab this too.
Boy, howdy. Look at this pretty little pool.
Okay, so now we have our second barrel. Where's another one? Okay, here we go. Over here.
Let's see here. Hot damn!
Ah! Water spider! Water spider!
I'll just scrape some of this water from his little spider mouth parts. A little bit of poison never hurt no one, right? Nope.
Yes, poison hurts people. Mugmug, come on! There's something horribly wrong with Mugmug. Could it be that
This
he's
water
supposed to be like a
seems a
Larry the
little
Cable
too-
Guy reference?
What's that word? Oh yeah, clean.
Well, it is all coming from the Vale of Eternal
Now
Blossoms,
this is
Mudbug,
what
so I don't
I'm
know what to tell
talking
you.
about. Ain't no spiders or crabs in this water. Crap!
Ah, jeez! No, there's a crocodile that couldn't possibly fit in that
Holy
tiny pool.
smokes. This fella swallowed a lot of water. I ought to pick some up. I'll bet that Chen never made no crock-belly water beer. This should be the last of it. I reckon we got enough.
Okay, so let's just go ahead and turn this in with Mudbug.
Oh, hi there.
Look at that, neighbor. That is quite the collection of water we got here. With magical water like this, I'm sure that Chen will make a brew that really shines. Or possibly a brew that lands someone in the outhouse for a month. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Yes, we will. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Barreling along. No, no, no. Don't you worry about picking them up. I can hold these barrels. I may not be the handsomest Pandaren or the smartest or any fun to be around in the slightest, but I'm stronger than a Mushan beast. I'm just gonna need you to lead the way. Okay, so we need to actually lead him back to Half Hill.
Me into any rivers, animal mounds, nothing like that. Wait,
Okay, so...
which way did you go? You got any other errands you need to run? Don't you worry about old Mudbug. Just poke me when we get there.
So you could technically get stuff done, but I don't really want to have this big Pandaren following me around.
Still carrying these barrels back here.
Yes, I know you are. So we'll go ahead and turn these in at Half Hill, and then we'll come back out and do the remaining quests out there. Here we go. We're already at Half Hill, so we'll go ahead and turn this in, but we may not necessarily turn in the Mudmug quest. So, whoop. We're already back.
Could go for a drink of water. Told you I was strong. Didn't drop one barrel.
No, you didn't. Oh, that's right. We actually need hops too. So let's just go ahead and get this stuff done. Actually, let's turn this in and we'll go. Good, the water's here. Okay, so now we have water. Let's head back out to the Gilded Fan to Chimney Crisp. I'm stuttering a little bit. To complete the remaining quests out in the Gilded Fan. So we have Glade Glimmers, Spindly Blood Feathers to go collect. We have 3 targets to go kill. So let's go ahead and do this with a questing break. Go! Okay, so we are back in New Sephira, so we can go ahead and turn this quest in for watery woes. I refuse to not fish. Fishing is who I am. Alright, so let's go and give them these. Finally, someone who understands me. Fishing is what it's all about, right? Maybe I should leave New Sephira. Just pack up my things and join the anglers down in the south. Of course, I couldn't leave my family behind. But still, a Pandaren can dream, right?
White Tiger watch
Yes,
over.
they can. Okay, so first of all, let's go ahead and grab this Ghost Iron. And then, unfortunately, we need to head back to Half Hill to turn in this remaining quest. So let's go ahead and... dang it. Stop giving me that one. Let's go ahead and do a quick travel break. Go! Okay, so we're back at Stonecarver Mac. So let's go ahead and turn this in. Let this be a lesson to you. Don't drink too much of the water. Why do you think we have such a big brewery?
There's no
Alright.
hurry.
So, now we only have one task left, which is the task that Chen left to us, which was to get some hops. And for that, we actually need to consult some of the local Pandaren Farms to help us in that process. Not too hard, grant you, but we are going to be working with those farms for quite a bit. So all we got to do is just go a little further north, and we can come across our first bits of the Pandaren Farms, which are amazing, actually. And they were not kidding with the big vegetables because of the water here. Yes, they are very big, very vibrant. I'm pretty sure very delicious. I don't know. You guys will have to let me know. Aw. Thing trolled me. So here is the Heartland, where you actually go and deal with the herbs. But, I mean, this should give you a scope of what you're dealing with here. Ginormous turnips. I'm guessing those are turnips. Ginormous cabbage. Ginormous carrots. Yeah, that's what you're dealing with here. So let's go ahead and talk to Gardener
Come
Fran.
speak with me.
May the road rise to meet you, traveler. What brings you here? I'm helping a friend brew some beer, and we need hops. Do you have any to spare?
Stay focused.
Nothing is free, Blood Elf. You want hops? You need to work.
What is your
Okay.
hurry?
So, gardening Fran and the watering can. You want me to just give you some hops? Pfft. This is the third time today some little blood elf like you has come up to ask me for some food. You want food? Then you better work. She shoves a watering can into your hand. I'm more concerned with... This is the third blood elf you've met? That's an issue. It really is. Now go water my plants. Okay,
Goodbye.
so all you gotta do is... Sure, you could ride on a mount while you water plants. Why should I care? So I'm ready to
Keep the
go.
peace.
So she's going to give us order. We need to go water her big green spinach. And this is actually really easy to do. All you have to do is just make sure you inch along and follow her directions. Because if you don't water things right, then you have to do it again. Oh, you just watered that spot. Don't get lazy on me. Oh, now we need to go water the giant carrots. This is literally what you do, people. Okay, water my cabbages. This is so amazing, right? This is riveting gameplay right here. Okay, sugar beets. Oh, these are sugar beets. Okay. Well, if it makes you guys feel any better, we're almost done. Then she won't call us a freeloader anymore. Further down the path, we need to take care of her giant melons. Insert boob joke here. Oh, I don't want to insert a boob joke here. That means Brenton's going to come and get me because it's a furry joke. There we go. So now we've gotten all of our watering done. We've done our chores. Can we please have our allowance, Mommy? Okay. Gotta go back to Farmer Fran. Hi, Fran. Or Gardener
Hello.
Fran. Nice farming. Okay, so now we could actually get a weapon if we wanted one, but we
May
don't
your
really.
deed live on in story.
Because I don't think that they're improvements. No, they're not. Okay, so we've spoken to Gardener Fran. The next one is, I think, Gailan. So let's go ahead and talk to him. And he already, you could tell, he has tasks for us. Oh, no, this is Den Mudclaw. So let's go ahead and talk to Den.
Slow down.
Vermin! God, the numbers are endless! So the farmer's daughter. Brave monk, you could not have arrived at a better time. My daughter is missing. I've got a suspicion that the vermin took her down into that stinking little warren of theirs. I'm too old to fight vermin, and my farmhand is already exhausted from fighting them off all morning. Could you look for her?
Goodbye.
Okay, we need to find Mina Mudclaw,
What's Dukin?
and then Mung Mung. Vermin! They bite too so enough is Ukin enough. They bite too much. They bite Mung Mung's carrot. They bite Mung Mung's pumpkin. Mung Mung tried to shoo them away, and the Dukers bite Mung Mung's tail and foot. Enough is Ukin enough. You fight way better than the Mung Mung does. Bring back their bitey teeth, then we see who does the biting. Okay, he wants us to bring back 100 vermin teeth. Yeah. Drakfu dentist at law? This really is concerning to me. Okay, so first of all, let's take care of Mina Mudclaw, which is actually really easy to do. All you gotta do is go into this warren. With, like, teeth on the way, too. Because you mainly have no choice.
I need to get closer.
Okay, so now that we got that, an additional 37 teeth. And there's Mina Mudclaw, actually. Ooh, but there's lots of ghost iron down here. That's good. Ooh. Additional 12 teeth. And apparently the vermin are worshipping Mina Mudclaw. I'm just saying.
Greetings.
The farmer's daughter. No, get back. I don't want... Wait, you're not a carrot. You're not a vermin either. You're here to save me? Yeah? Seeing orange. Those vermin, they make me do horrible, silly things, all involving carrots. I couldn't tell you how many carrots they threw at me. Let's not waste any more time. Get me out of here.
Farewell.
I'm just going to assume that the horrible, silly things were just that they threw carrots at her. Because I'm pretty sure there's another direction we could go here, and that's... That's Rule 34's Bugs Bunny on a whole new level. Let's see. Let's go ahead and turn this back in. Let's get Mina back to her dad. Mina, you're home! Dad, I never want another carrot, ever again! And I never want to see them! I will murder them! Religiously murder them! I hate them! Okay, alright. Sorry. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab the remaining vermin teeth. Which shouldn't be too difficult, but one can only hope. 20. Okay, so we just need or we need 13 more. Oh no, and I actually smell like something now. Oh crap. I did the wrong thing. I stepped into the vermin. Okay, that took care of it. Let's get out of here. I'm not playing this game anymore. Okay, let's go back to Den and Mung Mung. That should be all of the quests that we need to get done. There we go. Okay, first of all, I got your teeth.
You bring back those teeth, and maybe Mung Mung will have some hops for you.
Okay.
So many teeth, maybe Mung Mung will glue them together to make a tiny rake.
Oh, that's creepy. Okay, so seeing orange. What's all this fuss about carrots? I don't, let's see. What's all this fuss about carrots? I don't get it. Okay, well, I'm not gonna teach you. Then Den Mudclaw. Do you have any spare hops you can spare, you know?
Next time.
Certainly. Kill a few vermin, earn a few bushels of hops. I'll have Mugmon send them to Halfhill. Okay, so we have that. Now we just need to find Gailan, which actually is just further down the path. So we are already almost done. Oh, but that's the sad part is, like, we're coming really close to an hour. We've maybe gotten really close to completing one chapter. That's how many quests there are in Valley of the Four Winds right now. I was hoping to get 2 chapters done a day, but it just depends on the zone. Let's see, where is Guy? Oh, Gailan is up that path. I remember what this is doing. Oh, this one's not fun either. And if I remember correctly, he actually was one of the factions you had to work on for Farmer Yun to befriend him. So here is Gailan. Let's go ahead and meet with him. Could he possibly be Landi? Gailan! I'm keeping my fields fallow this season. A wise farmer knows when the land needs to rest. Okay, Weed War. You want some hops? I've got plenty in the shed out back. I'll gladly share some with you, if you'll help me weed my field. Now, hop to it! Get it?
Enough of that.
No, I don't. So let's see.
Until next time.
Oh yeah, we need to engage it. So what breeds? This is actually a really fun little mini game the first couple of times you do it. But then it gets a tad bit annoying. All you gotta do is pull the weeds, and then eventually you'll use other tools to take care of the weeds. But it takes a while, obviously, because it's got 100. So, in order to help things along, let's just go ahead and get a questing break going. Go! Okay. So you guys saw, like, I'll probably put this in a slower speed and all that so you guys can see slowly how much it just gets insane.
Speak up.
And yeah, this used to be a daily that you had to do for Farmer Yun. So let's go ahead and turn it in. You weed like a champion.
Enough of that.
There you go. And let's talk to him about hops. Can I buy some hops from you?
My tiger watch over you.
Of course. After helping me with those weeds, sharing some hops is the least I can do. I'll have the hops delivered to Master Storm Stout in Half Hill. So let's go ahead and turn it in. After talking with the farmers, it seems like they all will be willing to part with some hops, provided that you help them out in some way in return, of course. Okay, so Storm Stout's hops. All 3 farmers have delivered their hops to Half Hill. Perhaps you should check in on Chen to make sure that he received them. Okay, so basically this is your prod to go back to Half Hill because now you've completed it all. Yay! We're awesome. So let's go ahead and head back to Half Hill with a traveling break. Go! Okay, we are back. Let's go ahead and turn this in with Chen.
Hey,
Look at all these hops. This is quality stuff too. We're making headway, Drakfu. Soon we'll have all the ingredients to finally start brewing. The Emperor. We have everything we need. It's time to start brewing. Pay attention, Drakfu. You might learn a thing or two. So stand by and help Chen with his process.
very well. I will need your help making the spear. When I yell out the names of ingredients, you throw them in the pot. I am kidding! I am the best brewer across 3 continents. I think I can handle this part.
Damn straight you can.
If you wouldn't mind waiting, this might take a long time.
Oh, okay. Well, then I probably better wrap things up. Oh, okay. Well, I just got the completion for it. Oh, there you go.
That did take a long time.
I love that. I love that dialogue, man. It's great. Let's go ahead and turn this in.
So, got any stories?
Thanks for waiting so long. You are as patient as you are brave. All right, thank you. So we get Chen's masterpiece. Knocking on the door. Now, onward. Oh, actually, New Sephira was a chapter. I forgot about that. So now onward to the Storm Stout Brewery. It's high time that I was reunited with the rest of the Storm Stouts, and what better way to reunite with them over a few mugs of ale? You know where the brewery is, right? Just follow this road to the west. You can't miss it. Of course, you're free to share the road with us. We'll be leaving any moment now.
Come back with some stories.
So there you go.
Let's load these barrels up into the car, shall we?
So now that we have some
Onward
cards...
to the Storm Stout Brewery.
So long, Hatfill.
Mud, are you coming?
Oh, I don't know. This kind of seems like a family thing you're doing.
It is a family thing, Mud. And I want you to join us.
No fooling?
Of course not. We brewed beer together. That practically makes us brothers.
Yeah. Beer brothers.
Ugh. You guys are gonna make me throw up.
Aww.
Seriously though, Mudmug. Don't be dumb.
Come on. Help me pull this cart.
Okay, so this actually starts up the next phase of Chen's journey, which is to go to the Storm Stout Brewery.
Is this the fastest you can go? Come on, Fatsos, move those legs.
Okay. But unfortunately, we've run out of time for at least today. So when we come back on Wednesday, we will join up with them at the Storm Stout Brewery. We will help out Chen for as long as we can, and we will finish up the questing in the Valley of the Four Winds. So I'll see you guys next time for the next bit in the tale of Drakfu.